Today we're going to be going through rounding. In this video you'll learn all the rounding skills that you will need for your GCSE exam. The simple rule of thumb is that a number will round up if a digit is 5 or more. So if, say, the digit is greater than or equal to 5, it will round up. Numbers will round down if the digit is 4 or less. So if the digit, say digit A, is smaller than or equal to 4, the number will round down. There are three ways in which you will be asked to round in your GCSE exams. The first way is to a certain number of significant figures. In this case, you count from the first non-zero digit, and every other digit after those significant figures is going to be a zero. The second way of rounding is to a certain number of decimal places. In these cases, you need to round to the last decimal place allowed. And the final way is to the nearest unit. For example, you could be asked to round a number to the nearest 10 or to the nearest 100, etc. Just a quick note, you will often see significant figures and decimal places abbreviated to either SF or DP. So here are a couple of examples of rounding to two significant figures. When rounding to two significant figures, we want all numbers, all digits other than the first two to be a zero. So looking at this first example, we look at the third digit, which is a 3. A 3 is less than or equal to 5, less than or equal to 4, sorry, and so it will round downwards. So this becomes 480. We always want to write two significant figures in brackets next to it to let the examiner know what we're doing. This next one, the third digit is this one here, 5. 5 rounds upwards, and so 14,511 becomes 15,000. Once again, writing 2SF in brackets next to it. 105, again, looking at the third digit, it's 5. It rounds upwards, so this becomes 110. 2SF. Now this last one is quite complicated, it can catch a lot of people out. Remembering back to our definition, when rounding to significant figures, we want to count from the first non-zero digit. The first non-zero digit is 6 here, and so we count this as our first digit. So our third digit from this position is the 7. 7 is greater than 5, and so this rounds up. So this becomes 0.0068 to two significant figures. We now have some more examples where we're going to be rounding to 3 decimal places. This is quite simple, we just want to give each number 3 digits after the decimal point. So, for example, this first one, 6.89614, we want to count 1, 2, 3 decimal places, so we want to cut it off here. We have a look at this digit, it is smaller than 5, and so we will round downwards. So this becomes 6.896. And once again, we want to write 3 dp in the brackets next to it. Once again, this next one, we want 1, 2, 3 digits, we cut it off. Have a look at this next digit, it's a 6, which is greater than a 5. So it rounds upwards, so this becomes 13.667. This next example, minus 18.1239, once again, we count 1, 2, 3 digits, cut it off, have a look at the next digit, which is a 9. 9 is greater than or equal to 5, and so the 3 rounds up, giving us a value of minus 18.124 to 3 decimal places. And I have just realized I did not write 3dp for the question above, so I will do that now. Right, this final example, again a complicated one. Clearly this only has 2 decimal places, but the question states 3 decimal places. So what do we do? Well, in these cases, you just need to add a 0 at the end. You must give an answer to the number of decimal places that is stated in the question. So this becomes 14.160. You must remember to add that 0 in, and you say to 3 decimal places. So here are our last set of examples. Write these numbers to the nearest 10, 100 and 1000. So our first number here, 5012, To round it to the nearest 10, we want to make sure that we have 1 0 at the end. We want the last digit to be a 0. Rounding the 2, well, it rounds down because it's less than 5, so this rounds to 5010. Now, rounding to the nearest 100, we want the last 2 digits to be a 0. So 5012 will round just to 5000. And rounding to the nearest 1000, we want 3 zeros at the end, so that becomes 5000 as well. So the next example, 577. Again, we want to round the end. We want 1 0 at the end when rounding to 10. So we want to round this number here, the 7. 7 is greater than or equal to 5, so it will round up. So this becomes 580. Following the same process, to round to 100, we want 2 zeros. Once again, 7 is greater than 5, so this rounds to 600. Now this is when it can get a little bit more complicated. To round this number to the nearest 1000, once again, 5 is greater than or equal to 5, so it rounds up. However, you're probably thinking, well, there's no number to round up. Well, there in fact is. We can think of it as if there is a 0 here. This 0 will round up to a 1, so this becomes 1000. Now just following the same process, the number 12 to the nearest 10 rounds to 10. Rounding to the nearest 100, we want both of these numbers to be a 0. 1 is smaller than or equal to 4, and so we'll round downwards, so this just becomes 0. And that is the same case with rounding to the nearest 1000, it just becomes 0. And the last example here, 15,061, rounding to the nearest 10. Again, this number 1, we need to round to a 0. It rounds downwards, and so this becomes 15,060. To the nearest 100, we want the last 2 digits to be a 0. The number 6 is greater than or equal to 5, and so it will round upwards. This becomes 15,100. And finally, to round to the nearest 1000, we look at the third to last digit. It is a 0, and so it will round downwards to 15,000. This here is a real-life exam question from the 2019 GCSE Paper 1. Write 4.58 correct to 1 decimal place. So we have 4.58. We want 1 decimal place, so we're just going to count 1. We're then going to draw a line, we're going to cut it off. I'm going to look at the next digit, which is an 8. 8 is greater than 5, and so we're going to round the 5 up, giving us an answer of 4.6. Here is another exam question from the 2018 Foundation Paper 1. Write the number 2,538 correct to the nearest 100. So the number 100, as we spoke about earlier, has 1, 2 zeros, and so we need to round this so that it has 2 zeros on the end. So we want to turn the 8 and the 3 into a 0. We have a look at the 3. 3 is smaller than or equal to 4, and so it will round downwards, so this becomes 2,500.